Hello friends! It's another vlog for this week. Probably will be just this weekend. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done next week, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe I'll have a couple hours here and there, and like tonight I'm pretty tired, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna try to sew for an hour and see what I can get done in an hour, and that's all I'm gonna give it tonight. And then I have this weekend to sew with only a couple things to do. So I'll show you where I'm at right now. So this is one of the big pattern pieces, that gigantic piece I was showing you last time. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this pattern piece is it. So it looks like that, which is crazy big for the combinations. I did figure out why I got so many facings, which is I cut all of the neck shapes and there's 3 of them, so I cut 2 extra pieces basically. So I did get the front facing and the neck facing on, as you can see, and I got the dart sewed in. There are 2 of these pattern pieces, so I did it to both of them, and then I got all the pattern pieces zigzagged actually last, I think it was Wednesday, yeah, because yesterday I went to sleep early. So today I'm just gonna go ahead and sew for an hour and see what I can get done, and we'll see how we're doing by the end of it. I'm hoping to get these combinations done this weekend. I don't know though, because there's like buttons and buttonholes and all kinds of stuff, and I don't know how long this is gonna take me. So I guess we'll find out and I will let you guys know. Okay, so we have a couple more facings put in. So this facing was top stitched down. There's some sort of leg facing that has happened here. And I created the whole back piece and put the facing on and did all that stuff. So I have thoughts about this. So it says step 20 here, but step 20 is actually part of this, which is the top stitching of the back. So I think they mean step 21, but if I read this, it says pleat the back upper leg portion of each front to fit the lower edge of the back, so that makes sense. Correct sides together, overlap the face, blah, 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 blah. Cool. And then if this is step 21, or step, yeah, this is what it would look like, where you pleat it, and then this is the back. This would be the center back seam right here. So you pleat it and then sew it and then fold this up, I guess. But none of the sewing part is said in here at all. So I'm like, I hope I'm reading this right. I read through the rest of it and it doesn't ever actually talk about sewing the seam. So I'm like, maybe I'm reading this wrong. And then it starts saying sew the back to the front at the side seams here. And then legs, shoulder straps, other stuff. So it doesn't ever talk about, 21 is this, so this is mismarked, and then it never talks about sewing. But I'm just gonna assume I have to sew that, because why the hell would you pleat it if you didn't have to sew it? So I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it today though. I think I'm gonna quit for today. I am through step 20, and there are 32 steps. So, yay. These 32 steps seem, or these last 12 steps seems actually very complicated though, so I'm feeling like that's gonna take a while. And there's also like buttonholes and all kinds of stuff, so we will see how it goes. It also doesn't mention anything about all the lace on the picture, so I'm like, I guess that's just decorative and you can put it on if you want. So I will do that. Anyway, this is where I'm at. I will carry on with more of this tomorrow. Hey guys, so today's why I'm in a live chat here with Bernadette and a bunch of other of my new friends, and we're all sewing today. So that's what's happening currently while I'm working on pleating. Everybody say hi, I'm zooming in. Okay, well, we're almost done. I tried to put it on Brunhilde, but I can't because like my crotch starts right about here. So like this doesn't go in there. This is, anyway. So really all I need to do is put buttons on it and buttonholes, and then there's this like little front area down here in which you do sew it together, like top stitch it together, just so it's easier to put on, because otherwise it's like literally like a robe with legs. is what they end up being like. So you do top stitch them together. If this hadn't fallen off, that would have been much easier to show you. These little sleeves are actually really cute because they like cross over each other. But they don't really serve much purpose other than being annoying. So anyway, I am gonna go to a birthday party and then I'll come back and maybe do some buttonholes. The instructions don't talk about buttons other than like place buttonholes on the right hand side and put some buttons on the left. So cool. That doesn't really tell me how many buttons to put on there. So I'm gonna look at the front of this. And this particular one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buttons. So maybe that's what I'll do. I guess I'll just sort of like pin them on there and see how they go. These buttons that I have are also awfully thick, like they're deep. So I'm kind of concerned that that under a corset isn't going to be awesome. So I'm kind of wondering if I need different buttons, question mark. So there might be a trip to Joanne is what I'm saying. We'll see. Okay, I'm like, will this focus on this button? So basically this is the button, right? And it's thick like that, but it's probably not that bad. Probably between like me taking up a little bit of the slack, it would be okay. I don't know. It's not like perfectly flat or anything, but it is very convenient and very easy to button these buttons because of it. These are the same ones that are on the back of my Regency petticoat. Probably not period correct at all, but they make it easier to button. So I'm thinking I might be doing these. We'll see. Okay, combinations are done. Woo woo. Here they are. They're just pinned on. Like this is actually the front down here, and this is the back of it. Because my dress form doesn't stop at the crotch and it just keeps going, you can't put something like this on the dress form. So I just hung it up so you could see it. But so I tried it on and it fits great. I don't love it though. One, it's not as cute as Bernadette's, but also they're very functional, I'll give them that. The split drawer thing, like, I don't know, that seems risky. Like, there's logistical questions I have about that. I do like these cute little cappy sleeve things with like the butterfly, not butterfly, tulip top. That's super cute. The neckline is great. The thing that I actually really don't like about it is it's really full in the hip and the butt area, and I don't have hips or butt. So it just like hangs there like a giant sack. And then also these come actually like off your shoulder. Like they don't sit on my shoulders at all. My shoulders are really sloped anyway. And also like my bra straps are never on, TMI peeps, but my bra straps are never on my shoulders. They slide off no matter what I do and how tight I get them, unless I get like a razor back. Anyway, these come off my shoulders super fast, which is great if you're wearing a ball gown, but just in general would annoy the crap out of me. I will wear them. I will use these. So all that being said, I'm still gonna wear them. If I have time before the end of this whole scenario, I might make other Victorian underwear. I might make like a chemise and bloomers, because that sounds like they'd probably make me a lot happier. But I wanted to see how this combination thing worked. I will also, if I have time later, decorate these with some lace and stuff. So we have accomplished our goal of 6 items. I'm gonna start on the stretch goal of the other petticoat. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out tonight. The fabric, at least iron the fabric and cut out what I can of this petticoat. And hopefully that'll go well. I don't consider the combinations a failure because I can still, like, I will wear them and I can wear them. I just don't love them. Do you know what I mean? And that's okay. I don't have to love every part of period underwear. And if I don't want to wear them at the time and I don't come up with anything better, I will wear a wife beater and a pair of normal underwear and it will be fine. And the world will not collapse. And honestly, nobody but me and possibly everybody in this vlog would know that. So it's not a problem. I am happy that I made them, and I'm gonna give them a go. I'm gonna see if they're functional. So it's all an experiment, friends. So just because I don't really love them, don't worry. I always get all these messages that are like, you know, I'm worried about you because you're working when you're sick, or, you know, whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. So anyway, that's where we're at, and I will let you know how the cutting goes. After I sat here for like forever on this, I might as well explain this to you. These are my March goals. This dress and Spencer are what I want to make for March. I have classes, Jennifer Rossbrook classes, and for both of those things, and I have patterns for them, and I have fabric for at least the dress, and I will order a pattern for a Spencer. I don't know quite what I want yet, but I'll figure that out. I also kind of have a hat. I bought a Regency bonnet from someone selling one on Instagram, and it's by Mella, so I feel like that's solid and it's a good backup. I don't know that it's the hat that I want to wear or bring with me to Bath, but if I have to, I will. So that's like a thing that if I don't get to it, that's okay. I can absolutely wear the one I have, but I would like to get to it, so I'm going to leave it on the list. I'm just putting a question mark next to it so I know that I have something. Happy Sunday, friends. So I realized yesterday when I was cutting the, what is this? The petticoat, the Victorian petticoat, which is totally different than a Regency petticoat. This is just basically a skirt. So I realized a couple things. One, I did not have on the fold space enough to cut 6 of this ruffle. So I had to go ahead and wash some more fabric, which I'm currently ironing. I can only get 2, so I need to get 4 more. So I cut off enough of the short fabric to go ahead and cut those out. However, that fabric is significantly less heavy, bodyful, thick, words like that. So we'll see how it goes. And the second thing I realized was this flounce says, cut here for plain flounce, no tucks. And with the tucks is another 5 inches. I cut it with the tuck part on it for my last one, my last petticoat that I made. And it turns out I didn't realize I was doing that. And then I kept wondering why this petticoat was so dang long and why it needed it. So I ended up putting tucks in it. I put a bunch of tucks in it. And so I solved the problem the way I should have by like sort of natural instinct. But I should have, you know, read the damn instructions. So this time I'm obviously cutting one without tucks so I can have one with and one without. So the one with will be on the bottom layer. And that's what I'm doing today. So my plan is, I have to clean my house a lot because I have a bunch of people coming over for the next couple weeks. So my plan for right now is to go ahead and iron this guy. Then I will zigzag all the edges for all of these pieces. And then I will go do some work. And when I'm done doing some work on the house, like cleaning the house up, and I feel like it's pretty good, and I can manage whatever else I need to tomorrow, then I will come back up here and spend the rest of my evening sewing the rest of this together as much as I can. And if I don't finish tonight, that's okay. I'll have little bits of time here and there throughout the week, I'm sure, so I'll give that a go. All right, check back in later. I put this pattern piece on here. Sometimes maybe I might miss that extra wide fabric, although I would feel like I was wasting a ton of it. Anyway, I can't actually cut out the notches because this fabric is exactly as long or as wide as this is. So what I'm gonna do is just mark them with a water-soluble marker. These are rectangles. Like, I don't actually know why they need to be directionally matched, but apparently they do. So I'm gonna use my water-soluble marker and just mark in the notches. I just find this really funny that I go from one crazy problem to another. Why am I like this? This is just the flounce. This isn't even the ruffle. I'm like, what's the ruffle gonna be like? It's worse. That was the flounce. This is the ruffle attached to the flounce. Look at this, you guys. I'm a quarter of the way done. Oh God. So I did get the ruffle on tonight. It is Monday night. And all I really have to do is attach this waistband. But I am so tired that I'm gonna go ahead and call it, and I'll do this some other night this week. It will definitely get done this week, so that's good. But I'm always a proponent of, like, even an hour is a useful hour to spend sewing. And incremental progress is fine. So, like, people I guess text me a lot saying that they want to start these big projects, but they're daunted by the amount of time or whatever. And I'm like, all you have to do is just pick it up and say, I'm just going to pick it up and do this one thing. And if that's all you do, then you feel successful. So all I did today was get this ruffle on. So, I pinned and sewed on half of it last night, and I finished it tonight, because I was so dang close. So it's on, and I had to pick out some of it and restitch it, which was really sad. But I'm gonna give myself a break because I'm really tired and I've had a 12-hour workday. So I'm gonna do this later. Woo woo, it's Wednesday and I have a finished petticoat. So that's the front. And this is the back, and please remember it's meant to go over a bustle. Those are all put away though, because I'm having house guests show up here really soon, so I didn't want to get my bustle out, but maybe I should. Anyway, there it is. This pattern's awesome. I'll do a pattern review video. Yeah, so we are now happily feature complete on Frilly Things February. I get to cross this guy off. Woo. And I get to do this. So that's a +1, not an H. Hi. Boop. Okay, +1. So I did it. Guys, Frilly Things February was a success. So I know that everyone thinks that I've been going super fast this month and that I've gotten so much done and I'm so fast and blah blah blah. I'm actually a really slow sewer. I spent about 100 hours this month sewing, and that is a very hardy part-time job. Like, I spent almost as many hours at my real work as I did to, I mean, no, obviously 120 at work for 4 weeks, but I spent 100 hours on sewing this month, so it's almost a full-time job. I'm not gonna keep up this pace for sure, certain, and I want to be able to spend more time like decorating the outer garments and working on the hats and doing stuff like that. So I'm trying to jam through this to get all that going. Next month will superiorly, I should make a bloopers reel. It will really slow down. Let me show you. I think I've shown you guys this before in this clip, but next month I'm just gonna try to get this dress done and that Spencer. And maybe if I'm really excited, this reticule. But I'm not even putting it on the list yet. So just trying to get through that. And we'll see how it goes. And if I get anything else done, I'll put like a, another stretch goal on there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. This is the last probably night that I'll sew this week. It's Wednesday. And I put these up on Friday, so I need to edit tomorrow. And then I have a house guest that is gonna stay, and she's from Japan. It's just one of my coworkers, and she's super lovely, and I want to be able just to hang out with her. So I'm basically not going to sew next week because I'm going to hang out with her Saturday through Wednesday, and then I'm going to Disneyland with my buddy Sarah from Thursday until Sunday. I might sew a little Sunday night if I get back. We'll see. We'll see what I have. I do have the stuff for that dress, so we'll see. I kind of think I need to order some fabric for the Spencer, so I better get on that. So maybe I'll do stuff like that. If I do sew it all next week, I will film it and then I'll put up a short vlog. And if I don't, then don't expect a vlog from me next week. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments below about what you guys are working on and how that's all going. You guys left me a lot of comments in the last one and I loved hearing about everything you guys are working on. So let me know how it's going. And I will see you guys in the next video. And subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!